if you're a founder, it's vital that you master the conversational pitches, and these are like door openers for you, because like you have to send in elevators perhaps, but like those have like pretty lower conversion chances, rather than if you're in an event, or if you like find an investor and you could conversationally pursue them. And to be honest, this can actually be the making of your round. So like you don't have the chance to even send in a pitch deck or an executive summary if you screw this up. So while doing a conversational pitch, make sure to talk about the past, present, and future. And there are like 12 elements that are really vital here. So starting from the past, first you introduce yourself, like who are you, what is your role, and make sure, this is very important, make sure you do everything in 7 second or 7 to 12 second spans, because like you want to have their attention, and instead of like talking very descriptively and talk for a long period of time, be very precise, make 7 second segments. So first you talk about your introduction, you just introduce yourself. Second and third, you talk about experience. So first you talk about the skill based experience, like how skilled you are on that particular thing. Then you talk about the emotional experience and how it convinced you to solve this problem. So first introduce yourself, talk about your experience, and then talk about how the former two actually formed your company. So this is very important, and keep it in 7 seconds. So now you have said how your company was formed, you talk about the problem, also in one line, and then you talk about the solution to that problem, also in one line. And I'll just tell a conversational pitch right here. So just have patience with me, just listen me out. So next, you want to talk about the value of the solution, how it values, or how it provides value to your customers or audiences. And you want to follow it up with unit economics. So unit economics, like how are you selling it, what is your revenue model, and what is the costing of a single unit. And after that, you need to talk about traction. So how much you have earned, how many customers are paying you, and what are things like your monthly recurring revenue or your annual recurring revenue, whichever sounds better. It can be anything, it can be even data, how much data you have collected, so whatever traction you got. And the next thing is like very important in de-risking, and de-risking is like the life force of your fundraising, because like you want to reduce the risk of the investor. So which is like team, take 7 to 12 seconds to talk about your team, just tell the most important strength of them. Then talk about the amount you're raising, be very precise how much you're raising, for what percentage, and if it is a safe note, if it is a priced round or whatever it is. And make sure to add just after that another element where you talk about uh, why you're raising. So like what is the goal of this round, how is it going to help in your entire journey. And that's basically it. You end with a conclusion where you just maybe talk about status quo or anything. You can actually edit this out yourself. So if we put everything from point 1 to point 12, this is how a conversational pitch may look like. So here it goes. Hello, I'm Adib Ahnaf. I'm the co-founder of Social AI alongside Tanvir Hassan Shorab. In the past 7+ years, we have worked with natural language processing and social media listening, special, and we have learned that uh, hu- so this is the second point, by the way. And we have learned that a huge chunk of customer voices are ignored because of their massive numbers. Now, these are almost impossible to analyze because they're so messy and so hard and so random. But we can summarize and analyze voices of customers like Facebook comments or call center recordings in real time with generative AI. As a result, companies know exactly where to look and exactly how to react to customer opinions. We're selling this B2B SaaS solution for $100 for every 1,000 um, 1,000 inputs analyzed. Right now, we have generated over $500,000 in revenue with $1 million in pipeline, with a $200,000 monthly recurring revenue and eight major companies paying us. Our team includes former product managers from Microsoft and a combined of 20 plus years experience in artificial intelligence, and we are distributed globally in both USA and Bangladesh. We are raising $2.4 million with for 16% safe equity and with $100,000 as our smallest investment size. We're raising this fund to SaaSify our product, which allow us to reduce the customer acquisition cost by 90% and increase the market by threefold. So we want your investment and support um, to change the status quo by 60 times, making it 60 times more faster, and thus tap into a $12.5 billion market. So here you see we have 12 points and I went through them one by one, and this is like a very precise way to do your conversational pitch, and you don't have to follow a single formula. You can do it yourself, but just follow a framework and then keep on modifying on top of it, and I think you'll be just good to raise your next round even in the most susceptible even in the most vulnerable economies. But by the way, your value is what will get you funded first. Second is your expression. So like if you have a valuable product, this is like something you can really adopt, and this will really help you in your next fundraising. And this is the end of this video. I would really love if you share and subscribe and show some love. Thank you. This is Adib Ahnaf. Godspeed.